We'll start in Virasana, closing your eyes for a moment. Allow yourself to arrive in the space. Allow yourself to reconnect into your physical body, reconnecting to whatever happens within. Slowing down so we can observe the movement within, the movement of your breath. Noticing your inhales, noticing your exhales. Creating that foundation for the practice that is always our breath. Gently open your eyes. Interlace your fingers behind your back. Inhale, lengthen your spine as you exhale. Bring your interlace to your right side of the waist. Elbows in, shoulders away from the ears. Right ear towards your right shoulder. Allow your head to be heavy. Lengthening the left side of the neck. Bring your chin to chest. Lift your head up. Change to the other side. Bring your interlace to the opposite side. Elbows in, shoulders away from the ears. And bring your left ear towards your left shoulder. Bring your chin towards your chest. Lift your head up. Come onto your hands and knees. Tabletop position. Shoulders over your wrists, your hips above your knees. Couple of rounds of cat and cow. Inhale, lift and extend. Head, neck follows the movement of the spine. As you exhale, around to your back, tailbone towards your belly, chin to chest. One more round with your breath. Inhale, creating that synchrony, the breath, the movement. And as you exhale, round. On your inhale, find your long spine. Step your feet back into plank position. Shoulders over your wrists. Activating your legs, lifting your quads, your kneecaps. As you exhale, lift your hips, downward facing dog position. Take an inhale. Let it out. From downward facing dog. On your inhale, lift your right leg behind your three-legged dog. Bring your right knee to your forehead, shoulders over your wrists, surrounding your upper back like we did in cat position. Extended back, three-legged dog. Once again, a right knee to your forehead. Step your foot in between your hands. Stay on the ball of your left foot. On your inhale, come up into crescent lunge position. Pause here, extend your left arm in front of you, bring your left arm underneath your right arm, eagle arms, keeping your ribs in, pausing here for a moment, spreading those shoulder blades, let go of your eagle arms, reach your arms towards the sky, inhale, as you exhale, hands onto your mat, lower your left heel onto your mat, your heels hip distance, right hip back, left hip forward, rise all the way back up into warrior one position. Rooting out through the outer edge of the left foot, front knee above the ankle. Inhale, maybe gently looking up. As you exhale, hands onto your mat. Step back into plank pose. Exhale, lower down, low plank. Push back up, high plank. Exhale, downward facing dog position. Second side, lift your left leg behind you, three-legged dog. Left knee to your forehead, shoulders over your wrists. Extended back, three-legged dog. Once again, left knee to your forehead, step your foot. Stay on the ball of your right foot. Inhale, come up into crescent lunge. Extend your right arm in front of you, eagle arms, second side. Let go of your interlace, reach up, lengthen. As you exhale, hands onto your mat. Lower your right heel onto your mat. Heels hip distance. Your right foot is on a very sharp angle. Left hip back, right hip forward. Reach your arms towards the sky. Warrior one position. As you exhale, hands onto your mat. Step back into your high plank. Exhale, lower down, low plank. Flip your toes. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog position. Take an inhale. Let it out. From downward facing dog, lift your heels, bend your knees. Look forward, step or float. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Chair pose, bend your knees. Inhale. Rise all the way up to standing mountain pose. Open your eyes back into chair. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Hinge your pelvis over your front thighs. Inhale, halfway lifts, long spine, long neck. Hands onto your mat. Step back into high plank position. Exhale, lower down, low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog position. From downward facing dog, lift your right leg behind you, three-legged dog. Bend your knee, rotate your right hip open. Square your hips back towards the mat, right into your left elbow, twist. Extended back, three-legged dog. Shift your weight into your three-legged plank. Right into your chest, step your foot. Lower your left heel onto your mat for warrior one position. Inhale, come up into warrior one. Exhale, hands onto your mat. Step your left foot forward 1/3 of the way. Heels hip distance. Right hip back, left hip forward. Straighten your front leg. Hands to your hips and rise all the way up to standing. Pyramid pose. Arms behind your back. Option 1, catch your opposite upper arms. Option 2, reverse namaste. Inhale, lengthen your spine, and as you exhale, fold over your front leg. Right hip back, left hip forward. Press your heels into the mat. Rise all the way up to standing. Let go of your arm variations. Shake it out. Step your left foot to your right foot to the front of the mat. Mountain pose. Bend your knees back into chair. Inhale. As you exhale, hands to your heart center, twist to your right side, and then hook your left elbow on the outside of your right thigh. Pausing here, aligning your knees, so your knees in one line, using your inhales to create length and extension, and your exhales to create that depth and rotation. Inhale, come back into chair, one breath. Exhale, fold. Separate your feet hip distance, catch your big toes with your two peace fingers. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, pull your toes towards your elbows to the sides. Relax your head, relax your neck. Let go of your toes. Place your hands onto your mat. Step back into your high plank position. Vinyasa or not. Downward facing dog position. Second side. Lift your left leg behind you, three-legged dog. Bend your knee, rotate your left hip open. Square your hips back towards the mat. Bring your left knee to your right elbow, twist. Extend it back, three-legged dog. Shift your weight into a three-legged plank. Left knee to your chest, step your foot. Lower your right heel onto your mat, warrior one position. As you exhale, hands onto your mat, step your right foot forward 1/3 of the way. Left hip back, right hip forward, hands towards your hips, long spine. Rise all the way up to standing. Any arm variations you did on the first side. Inhale, extend your spine, and as you exhale, fold over your front leg. Left hip back, right hip forward. Lifting your quads to your kneecaps, so stabilizing your legs. Lifting your upper back, creating that slight back bend in your thoracic spine. Press your heels into the mat. Rise all the way up to standing. Let go of your arm variations. Shake it out. Step your right foot to your left foot to the front of the mat. Feet together, knees together, bend your knees. Chair inhale, Utkatasana. As you exhale, hands to your heart center, twist to your left side, and then hook your right elbow on the outside of your left thigh. On your inhale, come back into chair, one breath. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Heel to your feet, see the outer edges of the mat. Toes out, heels in. Malasana squat position. Elbows into your knees, knees into your elbows. One more breath. Lower your hands onto your mat. Step back into high plank position. Feet together, knees together. Vashisthasana, side plank. Shift your weight onto the outer edge of the right foot. Left arm up, side plank. Spreading those shoulder blades, softening your right elbow. Come back into plank position. Change to the other side. Left hand down, right arm up. Stabilizing that center. Lower your right hand onto your mat. Come back into plank pose. Lower your knees onto your mat. Coming up onto your shins for a back bend, which is called Ustrasana. Before we do that, reminding yourself the pelvis is doing two different actions, anterior pelvic tilt and posterior pelvic tilt. Think about that posterior pelvic tilt, releasing your tailbone towards the ground, keeping your ribs in, so frontal hip bones towards your frontal ribs. Hands towards your heart center, maybe onto your lower back. Inhale, extend your spine. As you exhale, think about lifting your chest towards the sky. Your head neck follows the movement. Maybe you stay here, maybe you release your hands towards your ankles. In any case, you do not want to go back. So keeping your hips above your knees, like there is a wall. Imagine a wall in front of your thighs. Let go of your variations. Slowly come all the way back up. Untuck your toes. Gently sway your hips from side to side. And then place your forearms onto your mat. So your forearms shoulder distance. So your elbow shoulder distance, you should be able to catch opposite upper arm. So rooting out through your palms to your forearm, step your feet back into your forearm plank position. Stabilizing that center, especially before and after the back bend. Walk your feet towards your elbows, dolphin pose. One more breath. Slowly lower your knees onto your mat, child's position. Bring your arms alongside your body. Rest for a moment.